Because you could sink down the rabbit hole of modded Minecraft and never come back out. It is just, there's so many options.
I guess for me, it seems overwhelming. Maybe it's just me. It seems like there's a lot of stuff.
But it would be probably the death knell of this now 11, 12-year-old game that we call Minecraft if they were to do that.
Hello and welcome to Minecraft Lab, where we explore, experiment, and theorize about all things Minecraft. I'm MinerThoughts, and with me is the one and only Woodman.
I'm Troj. How are you, Miner? That's quite the intro there. Welcome in.
Everybody loves Troj's wood because it's so good.
That is the #1 song on the Interrealms charts right now. Thank you, Thomas Thornton.
I love it. I love it. So we are a Minecraft podcast for small content creators by content creators like ourselves.
Little ones, small ones.
Yes. About the last podcast, the Fillmore drama.
Yes.
There has been... it's been resolved as far as we know.
Yeah.
Fillmore has agreed to honor those lifetime licenses. So if you do have a lifetime license, you can get upgrades from 12 to 13 and so on and so on. Now, if you're a new owner, you're going to have to buy one of their new existing licenses.
But no, I think overall, I think it was a good result. They listened to the community. They listened to the backlash. Yeah, you really can't ask for anything more, really. Well, you can not make silly decisions in the first place. It sets off this big chain of events. But to their credit, they listened and they resolved it pretty timely for people. So, Good job, Wondershare.
And quickly on Daniel Batel's situation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Fillmore has contacted him. But YouTube did.
Oh, basically, the strike off his channel is gone, and
it's gone.
Yeah, whichever way it was resolved, whether it was through Fillmore or YouTube. Yes. Either way, yeah, just a good result all around so far. So let's just hope they don't make any silly gaffes anymore, and they've learnt their lesson.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens. But yeah, good result, and I'd like to think that Minecraft Lab podcast had a little bit of influence on proceedings. Just a little bit.
In case I forget, we've got something. Also, a new thing set up. I don't know if I should mention it now or later. Maybe I'll just mention it now, and then you can remind me to mention it again at the end of the video. We have our own email address, so you can email us.
Yes, that's right. We do. I forgot about that.
Yes, it is minecraftlabpodcast@gmail.com. Simple as that. Mm-hmm. All lowercase.
So if you would like to make a comment, reach out, you want to have a say on a particular topic, perhaps you'd like to guest appear, drop us an email, and let's see what happens.
We'll take sponsors too.
Look at us getting professional. Ooh. Subtle, minus subtle.
So let's get into today's subject. It's not going to be a serious one. We do have some serious subjects coming up for this year, but we'll try to keep it light this time around. We'd like to talk about modded Minecraft.
Yes.
Something that I've only got into just a little bit. You yourself, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, it's something that I've played probably the last 12 months, I guess, or so, just with different varying mods and the modded experience. And we just thought it'd be, you look at YouTube and there's obviously vanilla stuff and there's modded stuff and there's combinations of the two. And we thought, let's have a look at it. Why, what do people like about the vanilla versus modded experience? And from a content creator's point of view, what should you be looking at?
Right. We, in past podcasts, we've touched a little bit on the modded type stuff. The vanilla, with what they're giving us right now, I'm sure there's more planned, but the modded community gives us a lot of stuff to tide us over until Mojang gives us more on the next update, whatever that is.
That's correct. And there's always new ones coming out and different things coming out and different concepts. And what it really shows is the creative juices are flowing in the Minecraft community, and it's not going to slow down anytime soon. Some of them are interesting, some are fun, and some actually, I feel, and you know which one I'm going to be talking about here, some of them actually I think take Minecraft to the next level and is actually, for me, a more enjoyable experience than pure vanilla. But I'm sure we'll get into that.
Right. So let's talk about that. Speaking of updates, a very popular modded Minecraft mod has been updated. Vault Hunters, something that was spearheaded by Iskall85 and is quite popular among people such as yourself. It's something that I don't know if I can get into, but why don't you talk about your experience and what appeals to you about Vault Hunters?
So, yes, it has had an update. And obviously, I played the first mod pack when it came out, like the first version of it. And I actually thought Vault Hunters was great fun running the vaults, but it was a very grindy concept. So if you don't actually know and you haven't seen it, basically you have something called a vault altar, and you have to create crystals which open the vault for you to run through, and it's like a maze, and you go through and you find loot and fight mobs and try to progress. And the aim of it is to get through to the final vault, which I think is like level 100 or something like that. That's the aim of it. But what I found in the first iteration of it was extremely grindy. So the vault altar actually requests a recipe to unlock the vault crystal. And some of those things were like, you needed a heart of the sea, and you needed 500 cobble, and you needed tons of stuff. And it was just grindy. So I think they took that on board, and they've now put out, I think, what they're now calling the 3rd edition. Because I actually stopped playing because it was so grindy. I just didn't have the time to commit to it. Full-time content creators, yeah, probably would have. But for someone that could only play it for maybe like an hour or two a week, the hour or two was spent grinding, and that was it. But this time round, I'm on a great server called Vaultcraft by Swarmy and Magpie Craft. And it's a very communal approach. So we're actually sharing all resources. We work together. The farms are all communal. We all have our vault altars in the same location. So you set a crystal up, and every time I come back in, someone's already filled up my recipe. And it's like, great. And same thing, if you're walking by with you've got extra stuff and someone needs it, you throw it onto their altar, sort of thing. So it's a great experience. What appeals to me about it is the actual running of the vaults is a heap of fun. Extremely frustrating at times when you make a wrong turn and you get swarmed or you fall into a trap or something. Right. But it's a fun experience. It's something different. I just like the concept of, you're going into a maze and you're trying to find the loot and you're trying to get stuff out of that loot without dying. Yeah, it's just a great experience. It's a great concept. I think they still need to tweak it a bit, and they're putting out like tweaks every week at the moment. Some in the most recent one, I'm not keen on the changes. I think it punishes those that aren't necessarily as good at the combat side of the game as what other people are. But we'll see how it goes. It's still in alpha stage, so they're still finding balance, I think. So, but it's great fun. It's a great experience. It's definitely got its vanilla-ish theme running through it, but it's very mod heavy too. So, you got like the create mod and simplified storage and Botania and heaps of different mods in there that you have to unlock as you go. Right. But at its core essence, it's still Minecraft.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe for me, it is just, I guess you could start off simple, watching yourself and others play. But then I guess for me, it seems overwhelming. Maybe it's just me. It seems like there's a lot of stuff, a lot of different loot. Yeah. And I wonder, see, I haven't explored it that much, so I don't know if it's some mods will hold your hand, will guide you through progression and what you're supposed to be doing. So I haven't explored it that much, so I don't know if Vault Hunters does that. If there's like, as far as armor and weapons and what you're going to need to survive higher tier vaults.
Well, it's relatively self-explanatory to a degree, but you are right. When I started playing again with this season on Vaultcraft, it was I think I made comments in my earlier streams that, I have no idea what this stuff does, but I'm just going to collect it. I have no idea. And it is overwhelming because Vault Hunters itself as a mod, even though it adds in all like Create and all these other mods, it has its own unique things that it brings to the table as well. And yes, it can actually be it feels a little bit overwhelming because there's just hundreds of different things. And what does this do? How does this work? What does this sort of thing do? You sort of figure out eventually, it starts to make sense of what you need. So, you need knowledge stars as an example, which helps you progress through the different mod unlocks. So, you start, okay, so you search in the thing for, okay, I need a knowledge star. And then it shows you how to break it down. Okay, I need knowledge essence and I need a perfect gem. Okay, so to get that gem, then I need to go to this. And you sort of reverse engineer it in the crafting block. And then you finally start figuring out, oh, I need this, I need this, I need this. So when you're in the vaults, you go, okay, I need this particular thing, which means I need to find living chests. I need to find ornate chests. That needs to be my focus on this run or something like that. So it does, while it adds a lot to it, it actually, over time, the more you play it, it sort of becomes, oh, okay, that's how that all connects. And yeah, definitely not going to lie. It's a big one, and it can be a steep learning curve. But what is actually really helping though is being on a server like Vaultcraft, where you've got like Swarmy and Magpie as an example. They played extensively the first two versions, so they're really good at that. And we got a lot of other good players on there like Raven and Atomic Dave, who seem to be all over it like a fat kid on a cupcake. So if you get stuck, you just sort of say, what do I need to do here? And they help you. Or,
yeah, that's really good. That's a positive.
Yeah.
Because early on, I saw people doing it solo, Iskall himself doing it solo. And he said, in the early versions, this is meant to be better with friends.
Yeah, 100%. And that's what, honestly, the reason I dropped out of the season 1 of the Vaultcraft server was because it was so grindy and they hadn't really captured the work togetherness, for lack of a better term, at that point. But this time it's great fun. And you can run co-op vaults as well, so you can go in with other people as well. And I'll be doing a few with like Master Swirl, and it is great fun until he accidentally presses the TNT and blows me to Kingdom Come. It's all your fault, Swirl. All your fault.
Vault Hunters, I'll be honest, I haven't watched a whole lot other than, videos that you put out, and I'll catch a stream here and there. Is it more about the vaults, or do people get into doing, what we do in vanilla, doing redstone or doing, really nice builds?
I think it comes down to the type of person you are. You have to do redstone. You have to do farms because the recipes that the vault requests can be huge. The higher level you get, the more it asks for. So you do need to have those mega farms and the big redstone contraptions. You have to do that. And that's why you can eventually unlock like the Create mod, which allows you to do more things through machinery and stuff like that. And
so are those things included in some of the things that you get in Create mod? Are they included in the recipes? Like in Create mod, that's the other mod we're going to talk about because it's something that I really want to get into. But back to Vault Hunters, are the items you find in Create like zinc and brass and things, do you have to do that for vault recipes?
I can't actually answer that. I'm not high enough level. I don't think so. I think it's only vanilla. I could be totally off base here, but I've only seen vanilla things requested. But obviously, when you're being asked for 20,000 sugarcane, that or iron or stuff like that, obviously the ability to create that stuff through the way you can through automation with Create and other mods of this type makes it a whole lot easier than going and waiting for 20,000 things, particularly when you've got 20 other people on the server that might have the same thing that you need, the same resource, and you have to sit and wait. So, and Create mod, the mods that come with it, obviously you can go and download Create mod, but the Create mod's been altered for Vault Hunters I believe, and as the other mods have. So the things that you need to make bits and pieces actually incorporate stuff from the Vault hunting mod itself.
Oh, okay.
So it's not exactly the same.
I can see that, because there are things you can do in Create Mod, automate. Sand and gravel are two things that you can automate and create, where you can't do that in vanilla, where you've either got to grind it out or automate it.
Iskal's definitely on the right track with Vault Hunters, I think. And I think you can see there's a definite increase in interest in it. Like, I have a look on Twitch for, I was looking on there the other night for someone new just to have a look at and find someone to watch and see how they go. And the amount of people streaming Vault Hunters from different servers, there is a lot. It's definitely got some interest out there. Yeah. I
think for Vault Hunters for Iskal, it has become truly a passion project. He's apologized for not being a part of Hermitcraft, but I think people are starting to accept that he's really, really dedicated to make Vault Hunters the best that it can be.
Yeah, I think so, and it definitely is a passion project for him, and I think it means a lot to him that how popular it is actually becoming. But it's interesting. It's sort of a nice little segue, I guess, that, and probably because you and I want to talk about SMP content again at some stage in season 2 of Minecraft Lab. But it's just interesting that you've got someone like Iskal who's been around since so long in Hermitcraft, which is a vanilla-ish. You can't really say it's pure vanilla anymore, but it's very closely vanilla. Someone that's now going out to make more modded series. So it comes down to that whole SMP content. Is it the traditional content? Is that what you should be focusing on as a small content creator anymore? I don't know the answer to that. But, we did do that in season 1. I think actually the conversation is probably worth touching on again, because, since then, other smaller SMPs have died off. We've evolved. So it's probably worth, not today, but it's worth probably re-examining that whole topic.
And there's other mods out there. We briefly wanted to touch on Better Minecraft, which I still would like to get into. Didn't Magpie have a Better Minecraft server for a little bit?
Yeah, Magpie had a Better Minecraft server that I was on. I was really enjoying it. But at the same time, then Vault Hunters Mark 1 came through and everyone jumped into that. So I was most of the time the only one on that server. So unfortunately that one closed down, therefore the end of my series. But I absolutely love Better Minecraft. I think it is what Minecraft could be. I won't go as far as saying it should be, because I wouldn't want to put that onto the developers, but it's what it could be. And to me, it's a much more enjoyable experience than just plain vanilla. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy vanilla Minecraft. I do like it. Obviously, I'm on Interrealms and I play vanilla. There's just what Better Minecraft mod pack does. It just adds so much more life. The world feels like it is alive. And you always laugh at this, but every time you walk around a corner, it's, what's this? What's that? Ooh,
Yes. Well, see, and just watching you is, you can tell that there's just a sense of exploration. It's like you said, everything, there's something around every corner, whether it's a new animal that you just don't see in vanilla. Different structures,
different biomes, textures, different challenges.
Things I still want to explore modded Minecraft a little bit more. My heart really lies with Interrealms. There are some possibilities here in the future. One of them, this may be spoilers because I can't keep my big mouth shut. I want to get into Create. I won't say any more than that. The Create mod appeals to me so much.
Oh, he's opened the cat door. Yes, there is a Create series coming. So there we go. He's opened the door.
The disclaimer. The disclaimer I have to give everyone. The reason why Create appeals to me so much is because, yes, I am, in fact, a real-life miner.
Why have you never told us this before, Maya? I've never heard this brand new information.
I tell people all the time. They just, for whatever reason, maybe they doubt me. But I think that the create mod would really give me a chance to stretch my mining prowess, as B-Dub says. It's got so many things that you can do that I could. The place that I work at, the rock crushing plant, you could almost make that in Create the whole way. The cobblestone is processed, broken down into sand and gravel and whatnot using crushing wheels. It excites me. It's one of those mods that I really want to delve into and try out.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. Not from the mining perspective, but the things that you can do with it. You were talking about Vault Hunters being a bit overwhelming. I think Create for me will be that at the start, because I've done a little bit of playing around with it in preparation for something that we can't talk fully about just yet. It was like, this is not working. Oh, I've watched the video. It's not working. Why does it not work like it's in the video? And then you got to play around and go, oh, well, that video's like from 2 years ago. They don't work that way no more. So, yeah, right. It should be fun to learn it. And once you get your head around it, it should be a heap of fun. I know DTG, my son, he absolutely loves it. He gets on there and mucks around with it all the time. And he goes, oh, look, I've made this. And it's like, that's actually pretty dang cool. Make a video, son. And so, yeah, it is. I'm looking forward to sinking teeth more into that. Obviously, in terms of content-wise at the moment, it's very much Interrealms and Vault Hunters that I'm in. I did flirt with a peaceful server for a moment, which honestly, I was enjoying that as well. But unfortunately, that might be something I have to visit at a later time, because I thought I need to refocus a bit here. Too much on my plate. But even that concept was actually a heap of fun, different, challenging in different ways. And I've got an open invitation to revisit that at some point in the future. So that'll be a future project, because you could sink down the rabbit hole of modern Minecraft and never come back out. It is just, there's so many options.
Right. There's we've just hit on a couple today. The more popular ones, you see the Hermits playing Create, and really seeing them some of the things they're doing is giving me ideas to maybe even take that further. My first experience with an SMP, even before Interrealms, when I first considered doing Minecraft YouTube content, my whole base was going to be a mining town, and Create would have really brought that to life. And that's another thing about the Create mod. It takes movement to a whole new level. And there's different ways to do mob farms. It's amazing what you can do with that mod.
I know one of the B-Dubs videos that he put out of Create, one of his early ones, he was saying, why can't we have something similar to this in vanilla? Because it just added life to to the builds, and it does. Like, instead of trying to look at a still picture of a thing in motion, this thing is actually moving, it's spinning, and it'd be good if they could incorporate something. They probably won't go down that line, but it definitely adds life to it. And, maybe it's something down the line Interrealms might look at, slightly straying away from vanilla. I don't know. There's a lot of mods out there that can add different atmosphere and things to do and those sort of things to the Minecraft experience. So I guess that sort of comes to the next question that we sort of wanted to touch on as small content creators, because, this is a podcast for small content creators by small content creators. Should we be looking at making content from modern Minecraft?
As Interrealms or individuals?
Just in general, as individuals.
I think yes. There's going to always be an interest. As long as people are putting out mods, there's going to be an interest in it. You'll have some more popular than others. Some will just take things in vanilla and expand them a little bit more. I think with Hermitcraft and Empires and some of the bigger SMPs that are kind of straying away from the vanilla. There's more acceptance of things that are outside of vanilla. So I think I don't see it being a problem. You know what I mean?
Do you think it's something that Mojang, as they're further developing the game, should take more into account, that people's interests are straying, do we feel, away from the vanilla experience? And should they take that into account with their future game design?
That is, I'd have to give that a whole lot more thought, because there are so many ideas and suggestions on their feedback website. And there's very, very, very little that they have actually used with things that people are wanting or want changed or want updated or upgraded. It seems like they give us, in the vanilla game, they give us something, but it's not quite what we expected or maybe wanted.
It's usually their take or their slant on it, sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that all works in together. And I know, they can't go and create mod and go, hey, we're going to use all that, because then you get the people that make create going, hey, excuse us, that's our idea. It's interesting relationships between the modding community and Minecraft itself. It's I think it's unique.
I think it is, and the relationship with Mojang and the modding community, I think, is good. Right now, there's not like it's kind of like an open license to create things using the code without it getting, having, Mojang lawyers go after the modded community.
Yeah.
Because there's things going on in different and it's just, this year's gotten real weird with companies making weird decisions, Filmora and Wizards of the Coasts. If you're into the D&D, and I won't get into it, but they're just making really weird decisions for money grabs, really. But I'm glad Mojang hasn't done that. And really, you can do, you can create mods without, too much repercussion. But a lot of the mods, pretty much most of them are free, aren't they?
Well, for Java, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you got to buy them for Bedrock.
Right, on the marketplace.
Yeah. Which,
but there's that.
I can see potentially Microsoft, I won't say Mojang, but I'll say Microsoft trying to encourage that avenue, because they're missing a cut from, obviously from Java, because, if we want a mod, we just go and download it, and we might donate to the developers through their Patreon or something like that if we're enjoying it. Which I've done for Better Minecraft, and I know people have done it for Vault Hunters and that sort of stuff as well. But no, I probably won't. We won't deep dive that, I don't think. But no, it is good, the relationship that they have with that community. And I think the worst decision that they could make, if they were ever to do it, would be to try and clamp down on that modding community. And I don't think they ever will. I don't think they're in that frame of mind in the slightest. But it would be probably the death knell of this now 11, 12-year-old game that we call Minecraft, if they were to do that, because it adds more life to it. I have no doubt there's plenty of people still playing Minecraft that will go back to play vanilla, but they enjoy the better Minecrafts. They enjoy the Vault Hunters. They enjoy medieval Minecraft. They enjoy real life craft, whatever. They're on that train of Minecraft because of a mod that they have got. And I guess I would like to know if people that are listening, if they want to drop us into email or in the comments below, if you're watching this on YouTube, is what other mods are there that we haven't discussed that you think maybe we should have a look at? What are some of your favorite mods that you've discovered over the time? Let us know, and we might get you on to have a chat about it. You never know. Or when we do our first live one of the year, come on, let's talk about it.
Right. Yes, and that's something that we still would like to do throughout the year, is have a live stream Minecraft Lab podcast where we take your questions in real time. We may have bring you in from the Discord and have you chat with us on the podcast.
I think we've done 2 of those, I think, in the last season, and both, or maybe even 3, and all the ones that we did were very popular. We got a lot of good feedback. Got a lot of people showing up and putting through their thoughts and their opinions. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that again. We got some juicy topics to cover. We thought we'd go for a bit of a simpler one this time because
I've written them down. Along with the script, I've written them down.
Look at you getting professional, Miner. I'm very impressed.
It's 2023. It's the year of getting professional. we both got new mics. Hopefully, we sound a lot better for you all.
Yeah, and hopefully I've got the levels right because last week's levels were a little bit off, but I've been working on the mic, so hopefully it's coming up okay. And yeah, obviously I can see your mic in front of your face right there. So yes, we've got new mics. We've got a script. It's all very exciting. Script for the intro, I should say, not the script for what we're talking about because that's just off the cuff.
Oh, I haven't written an outro yet. So
if you're not watching this on YouTube, that sound you just heard was me face palming.
The crowd smacking their head.
Yeah, that's it. I'll insert that clip here. But no, I think modded is it adds a lot to the game, and it's definitely got its place in the community and place in its in content creation, and it's something that I enjoy from time to time. I am working on a concept for another Better Minecraft series. I'm just trying to figure out all the bits and pieces about that, which will be on the Troj Plays channel. And obviously I'm playing Vault Hunters alongside Interrealms, which is, and curiously, Miner, my modded experience is floating through to ideas to bring into vanilla series, into the vanilla game.
Right. Yes. Something big. You'll have to watch. Keep an eye on the Interrealms space. You could join the Discord. We'll have links down here in the description. The email as well. Minecraft Lab podcast at gmail.com. The website by the awesome Keegers will be down there in the description. Interrealmssmp.com. So follow us wherever you see a description down here, any links, and join us in discussion with these podcasts. We'd love to hear from you.
But with that, Miner, I reckon we've just about wrapped up modded Minecraft for this episode anyway.
I think.
You got to go to bed. I got to go back to work. The sacrifices we make for this podcast.
So this is something that we're passionate about. We want to keep talking about anything Minecraft because that's what we're here for. And I'm fading. My thoughts are escaping me.
Your minor thoughts are becoming minor and minor the more we go on.
I'm just minor. There's no more thoughts left no more thoughts left for tonight.
All right. Say goodbye. Do an outro.
Thank you again for joining us here on Minecraft Lab. This has been a short episode, but it's something that we really, really enjoy. Just talking about all things Minecraft and how it affects us as content creators. So we will see you in the next one, whatever that is. It should be good.
It should be. Again, thank you for everything. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the comments. We hope to hear from you. Share this if you don't mind. Head down if you're watching this on Spot or listening to this on Spotify or any other place. Please give it like a 5-star rating or a thumbs up or whatever it is on whatever platform you're listening to. If you are watching it on YouTube, we'd love to hear some comments about what you think about the format, the new style that we're doing, because obviously this is new for us in terms of like the collab cam thing happening, so you can see us as well as hear us. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Please don't be shy. Please reach out. But yeah, from me, goodbye.
See you next time.